right, hello Guild Wars 2 gamers, a very excited Muckluck here today, and I have got some very, very cool news to share with you guys. So Guild Wars 2 has given us a new, well, I say us, the partners, an early look at a new blog post. And on that blog post, they are finally announcing what they have been working on. This has been a point of frustration for us because at this time last year, we knew about Visions of Eternity. At this time the year before, we knew about Janthir Wilds. So we didn't know what they were working on. Is it Guild Wars 3? Is it a new expansion? Is it Tyrion Fight Tactics? We had no idea. But now we finally know. So they have given us this blog post to read. However, there is an embargo, so you're not gonna see this video until the day it goes live, which is gonna be a little bit in the future for me. But that gives Noxxi some time to have some fun with it. So yeah, Noxxi, just have fun.
No, I don't think I will.
So here is the blog post, and it starts with the following. We are excited to announce another Guild Wars 2 expansion to be released this December. Guild Wars 2 Return of Cormyr. Ooh. Okay, so Cormyr was a character in Nightfall that is largely hated by the community. I never played Nightfall, but my understanding is that the main character is about to ascend to divinity and become a god, and Cormyr is like, oh, let me make this sacrifice for you, and steps in front and steals your godlyhood.
I am now a god. You're a god. I deserve this.
You know, like the same tier as like Balthazar, who we fought in Path of Fire. So apparently Cormyr's coming back. Okay. There are still some things we cannot share, but we want you all to know that we are working on a project and give you some upcoming features to look forward to. General changes. New underwater-focused specializations for each profession. What? And it says specs, not elite specs. I wonder if they just forgot the word elite there, or if, I don't know. And does that mean new weapons too? Because like every single class is missing either trident or spear or harpoon gun underwater. Okay. So water-focused expansion? A long requested additional race option will be added to the game. And it doesn't say what it is. Oh my gosh, you tease. Okay, long requested. It's Tengu? Koden? It's gotta be Tengu or Koden, right? You guys never shut up about the Tengus or the Kodens. It's one of the two. It's gotta be one of those. Transitioning the live servers to Unreal Engine. We will have multiple beta test weekends between now and Rock's release. Oh, it's Rock. Return of Cormyr. Rock. Rock's release date. Okay. Unreal Engine Guild Wars 2 beta test weekends. Oh God. Okay, clear my schedule for that. Equipment durability has been re-added to the game. I mean, that doesn't sound like a good thing. That sounds like a threat, but at least, okay. All right. You know what? If they bring equipment durability back, but the repair bills are cheaper, I'm okay with it. Legendary gear now has 5% improved stats over Ascended. Oh, all the people that said that legendary gear was pointless, they're gonna feel stupid now. Char characters will now visually lose fur when affected by the burning condition. Does it come back after? What the hell? Player characters can now sprint. Player characters will now have a stamina bar. Due to breaking immersion, waypoints have been removed from the game. Wait, what? Waypoints have been, okay, they said waypoints, not waygates. So we're still gonna have like the big waygates in Lion's Arch and stuff like that, but they're removing waypoints. Huh. Okay. I mean, I came from EverQuest, I can deal with that, but I don't miss the 45-minute journey across the Ocean of Tears. When inspecting other characters, you can now also see their bank. I think this is a good change, because this is how a certain scammer was caught in the past who figured out how to dupe things in the game. He accidentally showed his bank on a stream, and everybody saw he had 250 infusion stacks in there. This would be a good way to, you know, make sure that people are like legit. Mounts are only usable in their associated expansion and must be unlocked in others by purchase of a mount license in each region. Ha, the WoW method. How do I feel about that? I do think when you go into a new area, being able to immediately fly kind of diminishes the sense of exploration. So part of me is okay with this, but you know, part of me doesn't want to give up my sky scale. Aurene Awakens, a new yearly holiday event where Aurene awakens from her hibernation and realizing what the commander has done with her scales will attack anyone with Gen 3 weaponry on sight. I have always said Gen 3 weapons look like her butt. Like, oh my God. Dude, that's hilarious. Random world boss Aurene. Corrected an issue that caused dies to be account-wide while intended to be character-specific. Oh, wow. Okay, wow. UI elements can now all be moved. Yeah. Nice. So for the longest time, the only thing we could move was the map, but now we can move the other stuff. Please and thank you. You can now trade with other players. Oh my God, the Overflow Trading Company just went out of business. That whole Discord is shutting down. There's no reason for them to exist now. Oh my God, finally we can trade. Yes. Like I've been saying for the longest time, give us either the ability to trade or cash on delivery mails. One of the two. When attempting to queue for a full map, you will now be automatically moved to Guild Wars 1 while you wait. Okay. Okay, all right. I feel like this was inspired. EverQuest had a thing like this where if you were like in a long wait, you could open up this thing called gyms, and it was kind of like playing Tetris in the game. And I can't count how many times I died because my healer was playing gyms. I'm guessing this is just because Guild Wars 1 requires like 1 byte of memory. You know, it's really easy to just run it in like a sub window or something. That is kind of funny to log into Guild Wars 2 to play Guild Wars 1 though. EU and NA servers are being merged. Servers will be hosted in Australia to make ping fair for all parties, except users in Australia, which out of fairness will have their servers in New York. With the passing of the Pale Tree, no new Sylvari can be created. Dyeable weapon options have been added to fashion templates. Let's go! People have been asking for dyeable weapons for 13 years, however long this game has been out. You can now choose hardcore at character creation. If you do so, you will get a buff on your bar showing that your character has never died. If you do die, the buff is removed and the character will become a normal character. Nice. Okay, so that's like how Path of Exile does it. Queen Jenna's shoes not rendering has been fixed? That was a glitch? Dude, all those memes of Logan going after them toes, and that was a glitch. Oh my God, dude. That changes everything. Level cap has been increased to 81. What? Why 81? What? Okay, that's an arbitrary number. Food cooked by chefs now has increased stats when fresh and reduced stats over time. After 24 hours, food will spoil, inflicting the poison condition. Okay, I'm just imagining those World v World guilds that have like 600 feasts already prepped. All right. Black Lion Trading Company. Gardening shears added to the BLTC. Black Lion keys are no longer stackable. Black Lion keychain bag slot is now available on the BLTC. Sending mail now requires stamps. Available in the BLTC. New emotes now available on the gem store. By Ogden's Hammer, what's savings?
By Ogden's Hammer, what's savings?
Oh my God. Okay, Noxxi, can you play a few seconds of that? For the people who don't know.
By Ogden's Hammer, what's savings?
All right. Ranged weapons now require ammunition, available in the Black Lion Gem Store. Surely it's available somewhere else too. Like, I don't mind if it requires ammo, as long as like huntsmen should be able to make arrows, for example. Homestead changes. Depending on the appearance of your homestead, you may receive mail from the Homestead Owners Association. You can now ask Def Lahar to leave your house. Oh, thank God.
Get the hell out! Get out! Get out! Get out! Okay. Get out!
Dude, that guy creeps me out, just always hanging out on my front lawn staring at my door. Homestead plants now grow in real time. Is that slower or faster? I don't know if that's a buff or not. I'll come back to that. Char throw rugs are now available for Homestead. Jesus. Yo, did Ebonhawk design this? The That's Quality Armor Thanks group can now be placed in your homesteads. All ranger pets can now roam your homestead. Note, there is currently a known bug where if you have more than 3 rangers on your account, the sheer number of animals can crash your homestead client. Okay, well I hope they fix that before it comes out, geez. You can now craft Destiny's Edge body-sized pillows for the homestead. I'm sure no one will do anything wrong with that. Guildhall nodes bugs fix. Intended to be used by 1 player per day. Can change permissions for which player gets this privilege in the guild panel. Wait, like the harvesting nodes? Those are meant for 1 person? Okay, well, I'm the guild leader. I'm using mine. Tough took cookies to you guys. Open world changes. Centaurs can now respond with, no, you can't.
I could outrun a centaur.
Bug found in Svanir Shaman Chief World Boss that would prevent certain voice lines from playing in the second half of the fight. Should now properly grunt through the whole fight, as well as increase the frequency at which the lines would play. Oh, Lord have mercy. Okay. If you are dismounted by damage, that mount will be unavailable while it is in recovery. I hope that mounts heal as fast as we do out of combat. I'm hoping this is just like a 30-second thing. Good Lord. Some players have expressed difficulty understanding the Lowland Coden's voices. To help, we've slowed down their speech for clarity. Oh my God.
I'll fall behind. Let you mingle first.
I am so glad I'm done with Janthir. Oh, good lord. Due to recently learning that Octo means 8, the Octovine event has gained 4 additional entrances at the Northwest, Southwest, Northeast, and Southeast respectively. I'm gonna have to make a new guide for the Octovine. Portal type skills and abilities have been disabled in the Chalice of Tears. Oh my god. Yo, as long as prototype position rewinder still works. Holy crap. Shadow Behemoth Encounter has been moved 4 meters to the left. Why? I don't even know why. I have no idea why this. Raids. Zaitan Fight remastered as a new raid encounter with a never before released Phase 2 ground battle. We have theorized for ages, largely because of data miners, that there was supposed to be a Phase 2 on the ground. I am thrilled about this. I am absolutely thrilled about this. There's a model you can find on the wiki of him like half buried under rubble. It's about time. The raid wing doors are now in their proper numerical order. Thank you. It makes no sense that they are all like 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 6, 7, or whatever they are. Super Adventure Box Tribulation Mode is now Phase 2 of Legendary Challenge Mode Ceres. I mean, Legendary Challenge Mode Ceres was already the result of kind of a bug, so I guess that they're just like having fun with it. I mean, at that point, the sky's the limit, right? Bone Skinner is now invulnerable if 0 torches are lit. How much does that change? I'm wondering if one person can handle that. For those that don't know, we've been doing the Bone Skinner fight wrong. Like the fight starts out and there's torches lit and he extinguishes the torches, and as they go out, his darkness gets stronger, and so the damage in the room gets tougher. But what the community does is they all just stack up and heal through it and ignore it. But if you have to have a torch lit, then you have to do the mechanic suddenly. Oh my goodness. Convergences. Added boss rush mode to Convergence, where you fight all world bosses back to back. This seems poorly written. I'm wondering if they mean like if you go into Mount Balrior, if you fight Decima and then Greer and then Ura, like just like all the bosses for just that? That makes sense. I don't think it's all world bosses. That's still crazy though. Fractals. The list of 100 fractals is now in alphabetical order. No, what? Whose idea was that? The aquatic fractal has been removed and replaced with desert fractal. Known bug, you may sometimes still be a dolphin. Agony resistance is now account wide. Let's go! Yes, that's a good one. That is a good one right there. I like that. I like that. Super emboldened weekends have been added to raids and fractals. Bram will hold your hand and whisper sweet nothings in your ear throughout the battle. Lion's Arch Lost and Found department relocated to the Fractals of the Mist. World v World changes. The Edge of the Mist is now playable. World v World is now limited to 1 reward track per season. I mean, I usually only go there for Gifts of Battle these days, so that doesn't really affect me, but that's weird. Gift of Battles are now purchasable from PvE merchants for 100,000 research notes. Okay, I was excited in the first half, less so in the second. Siege Turtle is now enabled in World v World, but does require Siege to fire the cannons. That's fair. I assume the cannons do siege damage then, like they can break gates and stuff. Introducing Social Awkwardness World v World Weekend, where we have enabled player collision. We are very excited about this and seeing what new strategies you come up with. Let's go! Oh my god, I cannot wait. I'm sorry, to the World v World community, I love World v World. I have sold so many copies of this game talking about World v World. You guys look stupid. When you guys have like 40 people on one pin and 40 people on one pin and you're like, meh, meh, meh. It looks dumb. I am looking forward to seeing you guys have to spread out and see what it looks like. I want to see the chaos. New World v World map, The Inverted Battlegrounds, with primarily water-based combat, but small sections of land in places where water was in EB. I would try that. Dude, I get to throw my shark at people again. PvP changes. Shards of Glory are no longer tradable. Plunderstorm game mode has been added. Due to no one ever going for the lamp in Jin's Dominion PvP zone, it will now reward 400 score to the first team who retrieves it. Ooh. New game mode added to allow guild versus guild gameplay. Placeholder name Guild Wars, but subject to change. Elementalist changes. Due to popular demand, Lava Font has been moved to the Elementalist downstate bar. Elementalists now have a mana bar. When choosing Elementalist at character creation, you will now receive an "Are you sure?" pop-up. That's probably a good idea. Engineer. Mechanists can now use their mechs underwater. That Dude, if they, it's sad that that hasn't been done by now, but if they're about to release an underwater themed expansion, they better do it now. Skins for Mechanus confirmed. I assume this means like for mechs. I've been saying for a while, if they sold skins that look like 2B from Nier Automata, they would make a lot of money. They would. Guardian changes. The Willbender changes previously stated here for the April 14th balance patch have been on hold while we reevaluate. Oh, come on! They were finally going to get some nerfs after like a year of being God mode, and they're undoing it. Freaking favorite class, I swear to God. Due to hitting a max integer value, we have temporarily disabled the ability to create new Guardians due to hitting the server cap. We will begin deleting Guardians starting from the oldest to free up space. Mesmer changes. Vermilion wings will once again display on clones in PvP. Did they fix them? I'm having like flashbacks right now. Necromancer. Summoning minions now requires a nearby corpse. But if summoned from a friendly player corpse, that player can control the minion until it dies or they are revived. Should we res Billy? No, let him be a zombie. He's better that way. The size of ritualist spirits have been increased by 25% for visual clarity. Thank God. Ranger changes. Rangers can now pet their miniatures. The ranger pet Fanged Iboga can now res players twice as fast with the Lick Wound skill due to it having 2 tongues. That is technically true. Druids now simply emit an alacrity aura similar to Harbingers. It's only fair. New legendary ranger pet added to the game. Chimera. Ooh. Now, a chimera in mythology is like a mixture of many different things. I wonder if it's legendary, I wonder if you can like customize it. That'd be pretty sweet. Revenant changes. Vindicators can no longer dodge indoors. I mean, it makes sense. They jump into orbit, so if there's a ceiling. Revenant can now channel the spirit of Joko the Inevitable, the last primeval king, Joko the Undying, the Scourge of Vabi, Joko the Feared, Joko the Beloved, Joko the Transcendent, and Joko the Eternal Monarch of All. This will irreversibly change their class to Necromancer. Thief changes. Thief can now disarm others' weapons in PvP and use them. Hope for a time limit. If your character has more than 100 gold, your pockets will now jingle when you walk. Thief characters can hear the jingle sound effects from farther away. Warrior changes. Berserkers, when berserking, will now have friendly fire, so they're actually gonna have to think about it. I'm sure that's not for all game modes though, right? Maybe that's only for like PvP, World v World type of thing. I don't think that's gonna be for all game modes. And lastly, it says, we hope you are all as excited as we are and cannot wait to show you what we've been cooking up. Thank you so much for your continued support, and lastly, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe to Muckluck, and happy April Fools.